we're
once again.
today we're gonna do a Lazy Friday episode, and
One thing that I kind of point out real quick is
on Instagram, the Instagram page for the show, Josh of Gotham. We're doing a name change for the show. It's a new decade. It's 2020, and we're already a month in. I kind of want to do something new. I want to change the show up because later, I don't know, this year or next year or
year after that, we're going to have a co-host one day. We're going to have somebody new come in and co-host the show or host the show when I am not feeling up to speed for doing the show and stuff. And I kind of want to change the name of the show up. I don't
want the show just to be about me, because this is show, really. I make the show to entertain people and have them think a bit or laugh. So we're gonna, I put up two names because I'm too lazy to have like a notepad of names for the podcast. So, if you like to submit your idea, write it in
the DM of
Josh of Gotham. What name you think is cool?
So far I picked like two names. The Batcast with J7 or the J7 Show. I don't know. It's something, to think of. Just go to Josh of Gotham on Instagram and tell me what you think. So, anyway, we're going to get to the show. Let's play
the
song. I know.
Play that in a while, so here it is. Yesterday, whoops, I muted that. So yesterday, Birds of Prey came out in theaters. Well, it's out worldwide. I think it is. I don't know. Did it the Thursday previews, but the Birds of Prey in this article on Cosmic Book News. The Birds of Prey box office is currently tanking, as the Thursday previews had four estimates now lowered to a accommodated with numbers. Just as I said, this is the person who wrote the article. I love it that they write it from one person perspective. No one showing up for the Birds of Prey Thursday previews, as the flick is estimated to brought in 4 to 5 million. Lower than Shazam's 5.9 million. I don't understand why Shazam got like that low number. Because I view Shazam more as a family movie than anything, really, So. Anyway, hold on, I'm messaging someone. Anyway, I don't understand how, like, they... I don't know how they, say, like, the movie did. I mean, the movie was pretty good. I actually enjoy it. It's, like, one of my favorite DC movies now. Like, I know a lot of people love Wonder Woman and Aquaman. I fucking love Shazam. I thought Shazam was, like, amazing. It hit all the right notes. Hit all the right notes that most people I love the film, and much better, than what it got at the box office and stuff. And for me, I think it's kind of shitty. And like a lot of people got on, a lot of people got on Twitter because that's where you gotta go. You want to get in a fight with somebody? Get a fucking fight. I wrote like two things, which was pretty funny. Burger King's plugging in the Birds of Prey film because they decorated it with the Birds of Prey stuff outside the restaurant, and I wrote, that's nice, still waiting for this DC. It's Batburger. It's the clerk dressed as Batman behind the restaurant, Batburger. Like
that. I'm waiting for that one. Neither of them has responded, Burger King or...
Shitburger. I think they saw that. I think they were probably like, no. Let's see. Like a lot of people got on like
Warner Brothers, where they were like blasting
a movie, and for me, I'm not gonna do the, they go low, we go lower type thing. I ain't doing that. To quote Joey Behar, who said that.
They wrote like, get ready for mayhem, get tickets for Birds of Prey now playing. I sent a GIF video of Batman where I wrote, no thanks, I'm gonna wait for the Batman film. That's pretty much for that film and stuff. So like a lot of people got mad over like the comments of, a lot of people like, I mean, here's the thing.
Two things. Like, one, they did not like Birds of Prey. Two, they ain't gonna see it. Here's the thing. Why respond to it? Why be so butthurt that somebody's like, I'm not gonna see it? And that's fine. Like, there was a lot of people who didn't see Dawn of Justice, where they did, but they said they didn't. Which is funny, though, because it's like, if you go see Birds of Prey and you walk out saying, like, I didn't really like the film, that's fine. That's normal. Everyone has a reaction to it. I seen fucking Thor Ragnarok.
I didn't get on Twitter where I just bashed the shit out of that film.
I didn't like it. That's it. I mean, I wasn't an asshole to people who are like, I love Thor Ragnarok, it was funny. I'm like, fuck you and fuck that film and, everything you like. I wasn't like that. I was just like, you liked it, that's great. Like, I didn't like it, and that's fine. I mean, that's kind of how it is nowadays. And like, people get defensive about shit. Especially DC people. Like, I'm a DC Comics fan. Thank you, love. And if people don't like it, then that's fine. I didn't like Justice League that much. I just thought the reshoots were not necessary. Adding humor was not really necessary. They were going for a different direction. I don't know why they listen to Marvel comic shills and people on comic book news who they give free admission to go see the film. An early screening is what it is. Then turn around and be like, the film fucking sucked. Type thing. I don't get that. Like, I don't understand the early screenings for critics and stuff. I really don't. Like, critics should be like everybody else. Pay the fucking money to go see the film like everybody else. Instead of like, give, early screenings and special admissions for it. And I will admit this about Birds of Prey. The popcorn bucket looks really cool. It's Harley Quinn's mallet with popcorn. I'll admit that is really cool, and I hope that they do something like that with Batman. Something really cool, like the Bat-Cow bucket or something, or they have a Batman Catwoman bucket, something like. I mean, I have the Aquaman popcorn bucket because one, I was hungry, and two, funny though, with my dad, like, can you give me a soda? I don't have money, and all of a sudden, like, next thing you know, he gets up and like, where are you going? He goes, I'm gonna get some candy. I was like, I thought you don't have any money. I got $10. I'm like, that's when I learned not to like. That's why I learned not to fall for somebody's guilt trip. And his response was, "That was one of the lessons, and you failed. You gave in."
So, I mean, it's pretty hilarious how people are like, and I love this one where one person wrote, "Nah, I'm not going to see the film. Who cares, really?" One person wrote, "Angry man, LOL, I love it." One person, and the guy responded, "Totally nothing to do with gender." And the person responded, "LOL, getting attention, LOL." What is LOL get? That was like the lame ass response. And one person wrote, "Read a comic book." And the dude responds like, "What does comic book have to do with this film? Maybe tanking?" I like the character in the last movie. I'm not sure enough fans are going to make to make this one fly. Sorry, going to see this one to make it fly. And this one dude who has the most honest response is, "No thank you, I'm saving my money to go see Black Widow." Same person, Winter Soldier fan, wrote, "Angry men be like." What the fuck does that
have to do with anything? The guy said he isn't going to see this film. He's going to go see a film with a female superhero. How is that an angry man?
Like, I simply wrote like I
Batman film. That's it. Like, I don't care about this Birds of Prey film. Like I said, I am not going to go see it. Pure and simple. It's just my opinion of it. I mean, it looks like a dumpster fire. Not as much as a Lois and Superman show, or Superman and Lois or something. They might as well call it Lois and Superman. Since Lois Lane's investigating journalists and Clark Kent's gonna do fucking nothing. Looks more like a show with Brian Bendis' love child. But anyway, do I think the Harley Quinn film is gonna be the box office smash as everybody says it's gonna be? Honestly, no. One, it's rated R. It's rated R, so I don't think anybody, I don't think anybody's going to take their kids to go see it.
If they do, then
shit, I seen The Crow. I think that's kind of why I like The Crow myself. Anyway. I like the Crow film. I'm glad they're never doing a remake of it. They just need to leave it alone. So the Rotten Tomato scores came out for the Birds of Prey and the Fabulous Mansion of One Quinn. Tomato meter is 85, which means critics gave it, all critics 85, average of 6.84, total counts, and have you ever a website where all of a sudden they have like make you solve a puzzle?
That's shit. Just anyway, one critic
Out of 10 mixed reviews, 50 negative reviews. I know somewhere old Ewan McGregor
was probably
men did this. They're not feminist men. And I would love to say, like, were you thinking it when you were cheating on your wife and leaving her and your kids for an actress or something? Leaving her for like, I think he was the one who cheated on his wife and his wife with his kid's nanny. I think he was the guy who did that. I don't really remember. I think that was him who did that. Um, I think he did. I don't know. And all of a sudden, how feminists, like, women's right, women equality. And it's like, really, did you fucking think that through? Like, I will say this, like, I honestly believe he says this because he doesn't want people to remember what he did. Just my theory and stuff. I mean, did he change his ways? Maybe. I don't know. I never met Ewan McGregor. I'm sure between him and Conor McGregor might win a fight with Ewan McGregor. So, anyway, a listener of this podcast, sent me the video I was talking about. We talked about on the show yesterday my strange addiction. Addicted to older women. Where we met this guy named Kyle. Kyle loves grandmas. He loves grandmas. Which isn't really an addiction, it's more like a fetish, to be honest. But the listener sent me this video. He sent me the video I talked about that Daz watched. And I will say this. I watched this. I watched the beginning of it. The intro, I couldn't get past it, turned it off. I'm like, no. I'm saving this video for the podcast. Because if I have to suffer an agony of seeing this video, I'm taking you all down with me. So, we're going to watch the documentary called Grandmother Lovers. It is a British documentary because the title alone is a British documentary. So,
type in.
Afterwards, I'm going to clean my history on my computer because it's fucking creepy.
Grandmother Lovers.
Here we go. I should got to put on the output so everybody can hear it. So please tell me you can hear it as well, because I don't want anyone to be like, we can hear you, but we can't hear the documentary. So maybe I should.
The microphone and sources as well, so hopefully you can hear it. So, alright, let's play it. So, please tell me in the comments and chat that you can hear it.
More power to you. Hold on. Did he just say what I think he just said? Like his first internet search was that? Please tell me that. Please tell me he didn't just say that. Alright. We're playing the intro. I want to skip the intro. Let's get to the movie and stuff. Ugh. I love how they put it, like, shocking lives, grandmother lovers. And you got this one dude tongue kissing this grandma. Hope her dentures don't fall out. Marge. Marge. That is such an old person name. Marge. We can't hear it.
Shit. I'm still trying to figure out auto ducking. Trying to figure out. I put it on the Spreaker. You know what? I'm gonna play it on the TV. I have YouTube on my TV, so we're gonna fucking play it on there. And shit, the neighbors probably hear the video, but I'm gonna play it on the TV. Hold on. Luckily, I got good surround sound speakers on my TV. Let me tell you, like, when I play Arkham, shit, I mean, you can hear everything on Arkham. You can hear the crazy inmates and stuff. Like, one time I played it I forgot to tell this one story. Like, a couple nights ago, I had this weird crazy thing that happened last night. I was, like, sound asleep.
Like, one night, I am not making this up. I heard someone knocking on my window. Someone was, like, fucking knocking on my window. All I heard was this. I fucking heard. One night. And I got, like... That freaked me the fuck out, because... It's, like, 3 a.m. All of a sudden, I hear... I thought, like, what the fuck? And I got up and, like...
No, it wasn't the cats.
Shadow of a person outside my window. Like, my neighbors had, like, a backlight they leave on. I had to, like, put the curtain down and stuff.
And all of a sudden,
that knock, and it was like a shadow of a person. And all of a sudden, I got up and I was, like, walking. All of a sudden, it was just... I ended up sleeping on the couch. Like, it freaked me out. Like, I was just going, like, what the fuck? And stuff. And all of a sudden, like, today, like, my dad was like, did you see someone, like, walking past our house at 3 a.m.? I was like, no, what were you doing up at 3 a.m.? And he said, like, the dog was barking. So, I'm buying security cameras one of these days just to, get, All right, here it is. Okay, hopefully you can hear that.
Passionate, ripping each other's clothes off.
Alright, let's get to the documentary and shit. Alright. Here's Kyle.
The first time I met Marge, I was 27, 28, and she was 87, 88 maybe. And now she's 92, and I'm 31.
Alright, hopefully you can hear that.
This dude is dating. Wait a minute, that's...
It was on My Strange Addiction. Grandmother Lovers. Hopefully you can hear the TV and stuff. If not, then I'm going to have to move the laptop and everything down to the floor so you can hear it. Alright, he has been dating this old lady since he was 25. 25. And she...
Oh, you heard it? Good.
I don't know, I noticed her run away and I thought she was hot.
No, her room is hot, telling by the temperature gauged by her TV. Damn. Is she knitting him a blanket? I hope she's knitting him a blanket. I know he's not hurting anyone, but why are you dating someone who's like 90-something years old? I mean, they should be like, hanging with their grandkids, living out the rest of their memories with, their grandkids, their kids, and shit. Like, I really don't understand it.
I asked her for a phone number and she said yes.
Would you imagine how awkward that'd be? You ask someone who's like 90-something years old for their phone number, and you're like hoping they remember. But damn, that'd be so weird. Like if you ask someone for their phone number, and all of a sudden standing next to her is like her grandkid, who's the same age as you, and it's just be so fucking weird. Oh, Jesus, what?
Shocking to have a young guy that young be interested in you, because it's a...
The bad thing is, it's kind of disturbing. The one grandma almost looks like my grandma. Ugh.
Fuck.
That's wrong. And I love the interview. Like, they're interviewing her, and she's like in her chair. And she has the blanket, which obviously she sewed, and she has her sewing machines right behind her.
like an old woman.
But an old woman was exactly what Kyle wanted, and he couldn't wait to get round to Margie's house.
Oh boy.
I was supposed to go there after work, but I was really excited about it, so I ended up leaving work early that day at lunchtime to go see her, and we got to her house, we had a couple drinks, and we got on a few times.
I love how he's so casual about it. I left work early, I got there, and we had a couple of drinks, and, we got it on. I love how he's so casual, like, talking about it. Because something like that, you kind of want to keep it to yourself. Like, you really don't want to, talk about what you're doing. But this dude, like, there is no shame whatsoever. The bad thing about it is, I know this is going to sound bad. I hope he doesn't, break their hips when he's, doing what he's doing with them. Like, would you imagine, you take a grandma to the, would you imagine if you were him and you had to take one of your, your old ladies
to the emergency room, and you try to explain what the fuck happened. Like, we had a couple of I got off work early, we had a couple of drinks, and we did it a couple
times, and now we're here, and she popped her hip.
So, I'm just...
And that's, now I see you're probably...
I'm going to tap the microphones and sources so you can hear it, so bear with me. Hopefully...
At my age, you feel sexy? Haven't been told you are? Probably.
Dear God. Oh, we hear it. Oh, good. I just want to make sure y'all hear it, so I don't want to sound like I'm talking to myself and watching some weird, fucked up documentary. Now she's looking at her clothes.
Best thing in the world.
Her dresses and stuff.
This is my version, honey, for Kyle. This is a bodysuit.
It looks like something to bury you in. Her bodysuit.
It has some crotch.
Shit.
She's showing her bodysuit, which is all white, and she has an opening for her crotch. Grandmas are nasty. Why are they nasty? Like, I mean, when you think of grandmas, you think of like them
cookies and, talking about life, their life story. You don't want to see this. How the hell did she even get in that thing? Like, she looks so fragile and old. Like, if she falls over, she'll break a hip. I mean, what the fuck? What am I watching? This is nasty. Nasty.
This is a Grammy one, but it's very sexy looking, whether it's Grammy looking or not. Of course, some of them stay on long.
I feel bad for the cameraman. Oh boy, he's there.
Kyle and Marge have had a passionate relationship from day one.
There you are, man. Hi, Ken.
And he walks in, and there's the grandma sitting in her chair. He's like, "Hello, babe." I'm like, ew. Ew. Ugh.
The first guess was amazing.
Ugh.
I felt behind.
I'm gonna be sick. They kiss, and it's like the grossest thing to see. I mean, dude, you're kissing a grandma. And then she says she felt dripping down her leg. This is the grossest shit I have ever seen in my life. I've seen some fucked up shit. This is gross. I mean, this woman is 92 years old. She's seen World War II, I think. Probably. Wait,
How he's 30. She's 92, so she must have been 60, 66 when he was born.
He's sick. Let's continue.
It was like a direct.
Oh, they're going on a date.
Tram, which her husband probably built.
Lovers, you're growing. Never forget that first night together.
First off, she's wearing a... I gotta say this.
Before.
And yes...
So, women who are... There should be an age limit when it comes to clothes. Like, if you are 70, you should not wear short shorts with words on it that says, first off, when you're 70, you're not juicy. You're not juicy. You look more like, you look more like a fucking raisin than you do than anything. And I think
oh no, it's working. Our microphone source thing had issues, so
there should not be words. You should not wear shorts with words when you're past 60, 50, 40 at best. You're not juicy. You're not hot. The only thing you're probably having at 60 is hot flashes, probably. So, and she's wearing a low-cut red dress. First off, no one's going to look, Grandma. When they do, they'll be like, ugh. To see and react to.
Out of his pockets got 3 tubes of lube and 12 condoms.
12 condoms. Why 12 condoms? She's 92. It ain't like she's gonna get. It's not like she's gonna be the Virgin Mary. Poof, kid. What the fuck? My neighbors are yelling.
hold on.
12 condoms. One thing that someone said, like, if you want like the best podcast sound, it's like set up a padding on your walls, which kind of blocks out sound and stuff. So I'm gonna be looking into that as well. We gotta do on the show and stuff. I mean, today we talked about name changes coming up on the show. We went on. I posted 2 stories on the podcast Instagram page, Josh of Gotham, setting up new names and stuff, and rebranding.
Rebranding the show and stuff. And
it's kind of to come up with the idea of rebranding and stuff. So go on Josh of Gotham on Instagram. Go to the story. Send in your idea for a name change. There's a poll, 2 names I picked. So hopefully we come up with a new name. I kind of want to rebrand it because here's the thing. Like I said, if you're joining the show, if you didn't hear the beginning of it, one day there will be a co-host or co-hosts for the show. I mean, it's not going to be a one-man show. Later down the road, there's going to be co-hosts. There's going to be some people who are going to be the co-hosts of the show, and when I'm not here, you're going to be hearing them. I mean, I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm just, one day if I'm not feeling so great, or I have the flu or cold or something, the show will continue, and I will be somewhere behind scenes, a producer, because I am one of the producers of the show, and I'll be there. So anyway, that's sort of the thing we're kind of announcing, because there's like 2 names: the J7 show or the Batcast with J7. So those are one of the 2 names, and so anyway, let's continue on with this video, because
I said, what do you think you're going to do with that lube? Well, I'll need it. He said, you're old. And I said, I make my own.
oh, no. You make your own jam, Grandma.
That's what you meant, right? You know, I know. I found this, when I was told this documentary, I was going to go in with a liberal mind, be liberal and open-minded. Now my mind is closed. It's locked down. It's like Arkham Asylum. No. This is just wrong. And now he's taking a photo of her. I'm sure her first photo is somewhere in a cave. Or she sat for, paintings and stuff. Or the first photograph. This is just, I know some people say you have to be open-minded and accepting. I can't. I cannot accept this. This man is dating a grandma. I'm sure if he goes into a nursing home, he's licking his chops like he's in a buffet. Would you imagine, like, one of these days he marries an old person and his buddy's like, so where do you want to go? You want to go to the strip club? And he's like, no, let's go to a nursing home. This man basically dated a retirement home. He's basically dating a retirement home. Does anybody see what's wrong with this? Oh my god. And he first said, like, his first search on the internet was granny pussy. It's like, that is just wrong on so many levels, man. This documentary. I feel sorry for the cameramen. The cameramen deserve a raise.
I mean, he makes a beautiful lover and wants me to climb. We were in that bedroom for 2 hours.
I can't look at the screen.
Shower so he could have some more. I mean, oh my God. But he's only 25 then. It's just amazing. And I don't know why I didn't get tired. I guess I'm just so excited. That's all I know.
I'm grossed by this. I can't even look at the screen. Alright.
Is home to 30-year-old Octavio Chilicini and his Shih Tzu Lola.
Yeah, she's pampered. She has to be. She's the only woman in my life right now, so...
This dude has a Shih Tzu named Lola. For those who don't know, my dog bitch is a Shih Tzu. And I have a cat named Lola. Yeah, I know, Lola. You're involved in a dirty documentary. Your name has been tarnished, Lola. You poor baby. I'm grossed by this documentary. I'm gonna turn down the volume of hair.
Broken up with his girlfriend Joan. They were together for 18 months. She's 77. And Eddie knew.
That woman is 77. She looks younger than me. This woman is 77 and she looks like the chick from the show Three's Company. Not the blonde one. The black hair one. And she looks like Joan. Are you sure it's not Joan Jett? Because she kind of looks like Joan Jett, but they say Joan Jett, plays for the same team. That's what they said. I don't know if it's true, and I really care. She's 77. How many Botox injections did she get? Now, damn, I know.
Let me take a photo. That woman is 77. I mean, she looks almost. She looks the same age as him. 77.
Lady in Octavia's life needs to be of a similar vintage.
Ever since I was a kid,
The Shih Tzu, I will admit, the Shih Tzu is adorable. I mean, not adorable, Stitch. And be honest, Stitch is a much bigger dog than that Shih Tzu. Like Stitch is like the the Incredible Hulk type Shih Tzu. Like he's a big dog. I know, because he takes up the entire space of one couch. Like he does not want you in his space. He has his own space on the couch. And I'm not making this up. My mom loves her dog. She loves. And anytime I sit in his space, his seat on the couch, I have to get up because he has to sit there. It's like the dog's not human. But apparently, it's kind of funny though, because my sisters one day asked my mom, which one of the kids does she love the most? And she goes, Stitch. She loves the dog more than she loves us, because, which is funny and sweet, because that dog is a national treasure, because he is like the big dog of the family, Yeah, so anyway, the Shih Tzu is adorable. Like this dog is probably like, why am I in this documentary?
I have felt a pretty strong attraction to older women. I had a friend in my neighborhood. We used to skateboard together.
I'm gonna skip some of the parts because this dude tells his life story. It's like I honestly don't care. Okay. Okay, this dude is on. Alright, the Kyle dude
He's now back on the beach, looking for grannies. This dude is like a predator.
Elderly women. You know how creepy that is? Can you imagine how creepy that is? Like, you see this dude on the beach and he's like eyeballing a grandma.
Looking for.
They have to look older. I like white hair, big toes, I like wrinkles. Wrinkles and cleavage to nature is sexy.
Wrinkles are sexy.
Kyle felt the first stirrings of his passion for older women.
I think I was 12 years old. And there was this teacher. She was probably 65 to 70. She wore a lot of low-cut skirts and like low-cut tops.
This dude is like.
She sat on a stool in front of the class, crossing her legs, and I wanted to make sure I had a great view. And
After this first crush, Kyle was only ever turned on by the look that comes with a certain age.
the one in the black down there, the one that looks like she's wearing khaki shorts, she's wearing a black top on the floor, right? The different three down there. Yeah. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute as can be.
This dude is like a fucking predator. Literally, like he is eyeballing
like elderly women.
The thing is, he's not like. According to him, he says that he's not after money or after anything. He basically wants to fuck them. Is basically what he wants. And it's like, really, dude, you're like You're kind of a creep. You're more than a creep. You're disturbing. Like, seriously, dude. I cannot sit through this documentary. I cannot. I literally cannot listen to this dude talk. This scene here, this dude is like fucking creeping me out. I'm glad I fast forwarded that one part because it shows him having sex with an old lady. All right,
I'm very multiple in climaxing. I'm also a squirter.
Oh,
You can't
God.
describe the awesome feeling of having a climax. I don't consider myself a nymphomaniac, but I'm probably close to it.
As soon as they're alone, they abandon their walk for some more vigorous exercise.
Put you against that tree and second on the floor.
What? Oh, my God. Now they're going in the woods on a walk. The finger... Oh, that's not pork sausage, lady. And they're playing this porno-type music. Ugh, she just sucked on his finger. Grandma's nasty. Ugh. It's not normal. This is not normal. People cannot defend this. They seriously cannot defend this. I feel sorry for the camera crew. Would you imagine? And they're looking at the camera laughing after they just fucked in the woods. I hope to God this British film crew has like a, I hope they have good insurance for psychological, therapy and stuff, like a counselor, a grief counselor, because their eyes just got destroyed. Ugh. 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 My eyes. Seen some disturbing shit. And one poor person walked past them in the woods. This poor person walked past them in the woods. Ugh.
Can you imagine imagine them getting arrested for a decent exposure? Public disturbance.
It's like, and these people, like, and I know a lot of people will be like, dude, it's just, it's just their way of life. It's like, no. You cannot normalize this. You really can't. You can't normalize what these people do. Anyway. Ugh. Let's move on to other topics. Let's go to the Phantoms and Monsters. I'd rather read scary shit than look at, like, the one dude wants to, apparently, what I understand from the Octavio dude, he wants a relationship. He wants a companion, a relationship. All right, fine. I can understand it. But the other dude is like a senior gigolo, apparently. I assume. All right, this one's kind of interesting, this story right here. Really weird time glitches. The person who wrote the article, I believe at some points a similar event happened to most people. Are actually time slips or something entirely different? Is it a temporary transport to a parallel universe? What do you think? All right, I love these type of stories. I do believe that there is possibly parallel universes out there, parallel Earths, like some point. All right, this is the wrap up
cast, and I'll talk about what we just witnessed and heard. Well, you guys heard it. I witnessed it, and I'm terrified of what I saw. That was literally the scariest movie I have ever seen in my life. Anyway, here's what the person wrote. Help. Okay, about 2 hours ago, me and my fiance went to go get some food. We got on the freeway and we were about a 4-minute drive until our exit. Now, the place we want to eat somewhere, we frequent often. We got off the exit and made a left turn. The direction is important. Continue to go straight after that. We drove about 5 minutes. Suddenly we realized that there was no other traffic on the road going either direction. We live in Fresno, California, although it's not LA or San Francisco. We still are a big city. There is always some kind of traffic. But it wasn't late. It was 11:45 p.m. That is late. Unless it's 11:40 p.m. at night, then yeah, it's late. It is late. Sorry, I had to sneeze. So not only is it there's no traffic, but nobody around. I love how they write nobody in capital. Around. All the street lights were out. My fiance made a comment on this. We both got a little freaked out, but shrugged it off. Adorable sneeze. We then realized we were going the opposite direction where we had thought. As if we turned right, not left. We were sure we did. We had been driving over 10 minutes. By that point, our destination, once off the freeway, is about 3 minutes away. We were at least 5 miles away from our destination. They put out, but our destination, in the complete opposite direction. There was a heavy feeling of being the only people in the entire town. I would have loved that experience. It felt like all the people in town were just gone. We're not sure we turned right way. Even if we hadn't, we can't explain the disappearance of people or traffic. The heavy, creepy feeling that we got, or the fact that even if we had turned the wrong way, it took way longer to get to the point where we then it should have. Okay, the person who wrote this obviously was kind of freaking out while describing this. It must have been I mean, they did say like 2 hours ago, so this person
freaking the fuck out.
Once we realized that we were going the wrong way, we turned around, and all of a sudden everything was back to normal. Street lights back on. There's traffic, people in the street. So we were freaking out trying to figure out what in the hell just happened. So this one's kind of obviously, this one happened to me before. So we get home and I tell my teenage son what happened. When all of a sudden his iPad turned itself on and Suri asked if she can help me.
That happened to me. Okay, that happened to me.
Shit, it happened.
Listening to podcasts. That shit happened. Alright? My phone turned itself on and all of a sudden Suri's asking how can she help.
That happened to me.
Okay, like that part is normal.
Not anyone with an Apple product know that in order to get Suri on, you have to hold down the home button at least 5 seconds or more. Yeah, lady, that happened to me.
It happened to me. Like, I didn't go to another parallel universe, but that happened. So, yeah, I know that feeling. So we all freaked out. We were all freaking out over that. I don't know why you freak out. I mean, that happened. That happens to everybody. Like, Suri kicks on. Shit, Alexa kicks on. And you have to say Alexa. Alexa is an Amazon product, for those who don't know.
I mean...
I had, like, the Alexa speaker thing where you say, Alexa, turn on DC Universe. I don't have that thing. I have, like, the remote, but my remote in my room broke. I don't know how. So I just use my phone as my remote, which is kind of annoying. But I don't have the speaker thing where that because they listen in on conversations. So I freaked out. We were all freaking out. Then about 15 minutes later, our highway lights that my fiance is 100% sure turned off or back on. We don't know what is going on or what's going on, and we're kind of freaked out. Can anyone explain what just went through? Okay. I can give... Hold on, I gotta take a photo of my cat. She's like... She's laying down in my laundry hamper and she knocked it down. Like, all you could see is like her paw sticking out and her tail too. So, I can... I mean, let me see. I could sort of see a rational explanation to it. Simply as, one, they had a power outage, which is common in areas, especially in California, like the wildfire, like the governor had all like the power, electric company and powers like turn off because of the wildfire. I mean, it could be that, a power outage in the entire city and people stayed in restaurants or stores or their home because it's dark and power outage and all that. Plus, it was 11:45 at night, 11:45 p.m. So, I mean, that could be one of the reasons. It's just a power outage and nobody came outside because it was dark. I mean, shit, like thunderstorms and lightning and stuff, people stay in. They don't want to get struck by lightning and stuff. Had to burp. So, I mean, I do believe like time slips and glitches and all that shit. I believe that. I believe it could happen, but honestly, I kind of believe my theory of it, like it was a power outage, and people were told to stay in. So, all right, let's read this other one. There's two other stories. This one's by EZ, and I wish they put names, but they don't protect identities and stuff. I was getting groceries with this girl. I like how they put it. I was getting groceries with this girl. What is she, your girlfriend? Your wife? Your daughter? Acquaintance? A friend? But no, it's this girl. I'm sure she feels special. I was getting groceries with this girl, and we left in different cars. Okay. I pulled out and left before she shut the trunk and got in. I drove fast most of the way home, but took a different route. Get a ticket.
Just one street over, it had no lights. Somehow, she was at my house unloading her kid out. I was blown away. I didn't stop, but three or so times turn, and she drove the main street with 5 stoplights. I have never known her to drive fast, or as fast as I was driving. She would have been going 100 down the street and not hitting lights to catch me. I wasn't important to her to risk her child, but it made my blood run cold when she looked at me. It sounds like something out of Mari. Like, that kid ain't mine, and she all of a sudden shows up at your house. But I love how he says it. Like, I was getting groceries with this girl, and she shows up at his house. Then what the fuck is she to you? Is she your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, your baby mama, or something? I don't know. Alright, this one is by SH. Don't know who you are, but shh. This was a weird experience many years ago, around 1973. Why can't you just put... This was a weird experience around 1973. Why can't you just put it that way? The memory of which has never left me. It is only small. I was on my dinner hour. I was walking through a busy town. I lifted my leg up. Everything froze. I lift my leg up. Everything froze. It sounds like a dog story. Like when you think about it, I was a small dog, it was dinner hour, and I lifted my leg and everything. This sounds like a dog story. What is SH? Schnauzer? Like... Everything froze. I lifted my leg up, everything froze, including the people, and it was completely silent. Then when my foot hit the ground, almost like everything jumped off a step. It was like I had gone through a doorway and everything was back to normal. I can remember wondering if I had died or something. For the 2 seconds or so, I was frozen. Whatever it was weird experience. I remember it clearly 45 years on. A glitch. More like a dog piss glitch. More like that, but... I love how it sounds like a dog story. It sounds like a dog story. Fucked up.
Like reading that, I'm just like, this sounds like it honestly sounds like a dog story. Like it sounds like a story that it just happened. So I read one more story and we're gonna head out the door. This episode. Loveland, Ohio. Loveland Frogman return. The Frogman. Well, this is a long story. You know what? I'm going to save this one for a Monday episode or Tuesday episode. I'm going to save it for Tuesday. I'm going to call it Tuesday Crypto Monsters episode. So we're going to save it for that one.
Because I really like this one. Because the Frogman story sounds interesting. I'd been asked about this one by listeners and stuff to talk about the David Eckhart alien ordeal. I've heard about it. I don't know what to think of it. So yeah, it's kind of a weird story because I seen like weird shit that he posts, like reptilian stuff, and that shit creeps me out. Like I do not like that stuff. It's a fascinating thing. Like my sister is like really
fascinated by the reptilian glitches and the weird
eyes and stuff.
For me, it freaks me out because it's just like I don't like reptiles. That type of shit kind of creeps me out in a way. Like, but I probably will talk about it like later down the road. I mean, I know somebody's gonna be like, you watched a documentary about a dude who admits that his first Google search was granny pussy. So you have to talk about that one. And for me, it's a weird reptilian thing is a weird topic. Like the David Icke theory, David Icke's reptilian thing, I look at it more like, he kind of gives everything like a metaphor. Like the royal family is cold-blooded and stuff, but for me, I will talk about the David Eckhart alien thing one day. It's kind of a weird story. Like he was on this one show I hated.
I hated the show because the
show is about these people who try to disprove the paranormal encounters that people experience, like ghosts, monsters, all these weird things, and they have like the same natural reaction. Their reaction is so fucking annoying.
Because every time they play a video and stuff, and
the show, you know what? Forget it. I Fact or Faked. That's what it is. Fact or Faked. Paranormal Files. I hate this show. I celebrated when this show got shit canned by Sci-Fi. Once Sci-Fi became Sci-Fi, they canceled it. By the way, that's a Sheldon Cooper reference to Big Bang Theory. I was celebrating when the show got shit canned. I was celebrating. I was happy. I was in a joyful mood once it was revealed like the show got canceled. I was just like, finally, someone listened to me. But their reaction to it, like every time they play it, they're like the FBI dude comes in. I don't even think he's really an FBI dude. He looks more like an actor. He's like, I played an FBI agent. All right, he's gonna be the FBI dude for the show. He's an actor. He's cool. And he comes in and he plays all these stupid videos. Like you get this stunt coordinator who looks more like a stoner. Like I wouldn't even trust this dude with a stunt. The Asian chick, the Latino chick, and the boring nerd dude. And the black chick. Can't forget her. I think she came in once. I think one of them quit. She came in. Anyway, they're very diverse. very diverse group. And he comes in and he's like standing there. He's like, all right, everybody, we got case files. We got 2. We got this one and we got this one. And they start playing the video. And all of a sudden, when the scary thing happens, all you hear is, oh, whoa. And they point at the fucking TV. Like they never seen anything before in their life. And this is like the first time ever they witnessed something. And all you guys, oh, whoa, oh. And that's all you get is that. It's like, if I seen something like pop out that I cannot explain or prove, I'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck? That'd be my reaction to it. Instead of, oh, whoa. That's all you get in the show. And I'm glad the show got canceled. Robert Stack, who hosted Unsolved Mysteries, be like, we gotta solve this mystery. Instead of like him going, oh, whoa. I mean, that dude played Elliot Ness in The Untouchables. That was a good show, by the way. It's one of those old shows like I really like. It's that one and I forget the other one. Robert Stack hosted, and the guy who came in to replace Robert Stack was in one show. Similar to The Untouchables. What was his name? He was in Get Shorty. Not the TV show. Not the one with Ray Romano. Which isn't actually a bad show. I watched the first season of it and I kind of enjoyed it. But I like the movie. The movie is really good. John Travolta was in it. Travolta, Danny DeVito, and Bette Midler, who's kind of fucking atrocious. Dennis Ferreira, that's who he is. He sadly passed away. He was in what was that one show? I remember it had the iconic theme song. That I really liked. Crime Story. That's it. He was in Crime Story. The theme song was by Del Shannon called Runaway. Run, run, run away. And Del Shannon had a really sad life. Del Shannon passed away at 1990 at the age of 55. He committed suicide. He shot himself in the head, which was kind of sad because he didn't have that he had a really iconic music career, but he had like a lot of like personal demons and stuff, and he had like years of depression and stuff, and sadly he shot himself and stuff. But he had it was a good fucking song. Let me find it. I love the song. The intro song was like, and it was really iconic because all you see is like these old cars pull up and they all get out of they're wearing like suits with trench coat. Like it was a very like gangster type show. Let's see. Let me find it. Crime Story opening theme. Here it is. Nope. Gotta play a commercial. At least it isn't a Mike Bloomberg ad. Which, by the way, I want to say this one real quick. Someone told me, who watched the video of the podcast and stuff, said that they saw a Mike Bloomberg ad. Which I didn't know. Apparently, I don't know if it's Google, who owns YouTube, or the Bloomberg campaign. Apparently, they played an ad, the Bloomberg ad, before the video of the podcast. And here's the thing, I'm not going to say like I endorse Mike Bloomberg. I really don't. The Democrat Party really has nobody. I'm being honest. I mean, really, they have nobody. And I am not supporting Donald Trump. I'm not endorsing Donald Trump. To be honest, I'm not going to vote. I just really don't have the patience or time or the moral conscience to vote. Because really, I just don't fucking care anymore. I'm just at that point where I just don't give a shit. Like, I want to live my life the way I want to live it and stuff. But it aggravates me because if they're playing a Mike Bloomberg ad, I am not getting paid for that ad or anything. I'm not getting a dime out of it, which I think is kind of bullshit because it's like I don't even have ad revenue for the podcast or the YouTube channel. I mean, I'm getting paid for the podcast stuff by Spreaker, but YouTube isn't paying me shit. And I think it's fucking dumb of them. Like why would, like, here's the thing. I don't agree with the topics that Mike Bloomberg is supportive of. Like, you know, repealing the Second Amendment. I am for the Second Amendment. Everyone should have a gun. I'm not a big gun person. Okay? Like, you know, you shouldn't take someone's rights away from the Constitution. You know, the Second Amendment right to bear arms, which means have the right to have a gun. People should have a gun. If they want a gun, buy a gun. Just don't shoot anybody. So, it's bullshit that Bloomberg campaign is like playing an ad on my video and I ain't getting paid. It's like, if you want to play an ad on my video, pay up, bitch, and play your ad. And for God's sake, smile when you're taking photos with people. Don't have that ominous like smile like you're hiding your teeth. Smile. Show that you're happy meeting people. Okay, don't look like a fucking turtle. Okay. I mean, Joe Biden is batshit crazy. Which he should drop out, in my opinion. I mean, once his eyeball started bleeding, that was the point where it's like, dude, get out of the race. And I'm not a Joe Biden fan. Like, his brother killed somebody, and they ain't sent an apology letter or paying for the damages that they did to somebody. I mean, Joe Biden's a sneaky piece of shit, but if your eyeball is bleeding, drop out of any political race. So anyway, let's play this final video, the crime story opening theme. I just wanted to vent that because I just felt like it's I feel kind of like cheated out of something for an ad. I know it's like a 30-second ad, you could skip it, but it's like I did not get paid for that ad, and I sure as hell did not send an email being like, please, Mike Bloomberg, play your ad before my podcast. I did not send any of that. And I feel like I should get paid for you playing an ad in a campaign of something that I probably don't agree with. I'm just, and I don't like Bloomberg, to be honest. I really don't. I don't care if you're mayor of New York. I don't like you.
Because you kind of come off shady and shit. So I just wanted to vent that because I just felt I feel annoyed because like anytime I see a video of something, like it's really
watch it like Fox News. They play a ad, which I think is kind of weird. because it's like Fox News is sort of like anti-Bloomberg type thing. So I kind of wanted to vent that because I just want you to know, like, I am not political on anything. So let's play this video and we'll get out. I remember they played this song in like the gas station. I was like singing along to it silently. That was such a good show. Like it's kind of funny though. Like my dad and I used to watch the show. Like they would air it, I think, on TNT, and we would watch the show together. We watched it I think last fall. Like last fall, we watched it. Like he found it on TV, and we started watching it. And it ended on such a cliffhanger. Like we were like aggravated that they never like wrapped it up. It was kind of like one of those things like when they did the 90s Dark Shadows. It ended on a cliffhanger because we got canceled because of I think the Desert Storm, Desert Storm coverage. I think that's how it ended because people got freaked out about it. But I read like they're doing a new Dark Shadows, which I am not excited. I'm really not excited for it. I feel like it's kind of dumb, and they're gonna make it modern and add other stupid shit to it that I find kind of annoying. Anyway, so I mean, I hope one day they never do a remake of Crime Story. Like, it's one of those things that you should just leave it alone. It's,
But anyway, Dennis Ferrer, I think, was on.
In Law and Order for a short while. I think he ended up leaving.
Then he hosted on Mysteries until he tragically passed away. So, anyway,
it was a good show. Like, I love the show Crime Story, and I absolutely love Unsolved Mysteries because I think the reason I love Unsolved Mysteries so much was me and my grandmother would watch it. Like, me and my grandma, my dad would watch Unsolved Mysteries and stuff, and I was just such a big fan of like the mysteries of stuff, like the paranormal, the true crime stories, stuff like that. Like I had such a fascination with it, and
I'm still to this day I'm like obsessed with crime stories, and we'll find one down the road we'll talk about. I still am trying to like figure out the mystery of the vampire one that we found on Paranormal and Monsters. I think we're gonna go back and reopen that
one. So anyway, I will see you guys Monday. Damn.
I look forward to it, but anyway, don't forget to check out the Instagram, Josh of Gotham. I kind of post like random things from time to time. But anyway, I will see you guys Monday, and we'll do something fun and exciting. So, final thoughts are, if you're seeing Birds of Prey movie, tell me how it was. Was it good? Was it exciting? I don't know. Am I going to see it? No. So,
See you guys